What's going on, guys? G2 here. Welcome back to the bench, and we've got a very quick tip for you guys today. So if you've been watching the channel, you know that we just blasted out about 4 reviews on optics, and my biggest pet peeve with optics is when they don't list the adjustments on the turrets. Nothing drives me crazier than going to the range to sight in an optic and you try to figure out, is it 1 click at 1 inch at 100? Is it a half click at 100? Like, what is the freaking measurement for the adjustments? So pretty much every single time you will find the adjustments will be marked inside of the instructions. And although that is useful, I don't take my instructions to the range, and I don't have my instructions when I'm using my optic. So here is the workaround. So before I spoil it and let you in on this epic little secret hack tip, whatever you want to call it, if you're not subscribed and you're watching this video, you're making a mistake because you're missing out on all these other great tips that we have here on the channel. So stop, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and get alerted every time I upload new content. There are optics out there. For example, we've got this Romeo 5, and one of the reasons why I love the Romeo 5, we just did a review on the Spark Vortex, and this was a knock on the Spark Vortex, but same price point. Romeo for SIG, what they do is they mark it, they don't mark it on the turret, they mark it on the cap. 1/2 MOA at 100 yards. I wish this was a standard for all optics. I really wish it was, because it's so simple. It doesn't take any time to do it. I understand that the physical turret itself is probably outsourced from, you know, China and whatever. It could be a vast array of optics that it could go on, not necessarily SIG. The same turret on SIG is the same turret on Vortex. That's how it works, right? You buy the components cheap, put them together, you put your name on it, and you sell it. Okay, but what you can do here, so here's the Vortex. We just did a review on this. This is a 1 inch per click at 100. We know it because it says it on the directions. But when we pull up the turrets here, I won't take the bottom one off, but just trust me, there's nothing on here that tells you. It just says up. That's the up, and to turn the up you go that way. Great, that's fantastic. We need to know that information, but I need to know, what do these clicks mean? So in the cap it doesn't say it either. So what I do is I simply get a silver Sharpie and I'll write in code or as a ratio what it is. So it's 1 click at 100. That's how I designate it. So if it would be a half click at 100, it would be 0.5 ratio 1. Okay, if it's 1/10, it would be 0.1:1. You follow me? So that was for the Vortex. Here is the Osprey, which, man, what a great optic. If you guys didn't see that review, definitely check that out, because I was really thoroughly impressed with this. But again, nothing on the turrets. You know, we don't know what the hell they mean. So here we go, 1 at 1. We know. It's such a simple solution for a common problem that I promise you, and I almost guarantee every single one of you have had. So here's another example of, we've got our Bushnell AR optics here on our 308. So when we take this cap off, it says it here on the turret. 1 click, 0.1 mil, 100 yards. That's cool. I love it. But what I do is I put it on here anyway. So 0.1 at 1. So I know exactly what it is. If it has it on the turret, put it on the cap anyway. You never know. You never know. Guys, that's my tip for you today. I promise it's going to be super short. We're inside of 5 minutes. I'm not going to get monetized for this. No, I'm just kidding. I could care less about that. But I thought it was a really great tip, especially now that we did all these optic reviews. So you guys cannot fall into what I just had to go through and pull out your phone and pull out PDFs of instructions of optics. Yeah, that's not fun times for anyone. Let me know in the comments below if you thought this helped you, or maybe you have another method as to what it does for you. I've seen guys use marker, and they'll mark it on their stock, right? they'll even mark what the 0 is. If they have this zeroed for 100, they'll go 1 click, 1 inch, at 100, Z 100. Hey, listen, whatever keeps you on target and gets you on target the quickest there's no way that's better than the other. It's what works for you. But the most important thing is that you have the information so you can make those decisions, and just not knowing is never an excuse. So until next time, make sure that you're practicing safe weapons handling at all times and treating every weapon as if it was loaded. God bless America. G2 out.